How's it going, Critter Family? Hope you all are doing well. Today we are going over a video by Nestor, known as, or also known from the show Unus Annus, with Markiplier. Very popular guy, which I'm sure many people know. He is trying polo for the first time in this video. I became a polo player for a day, so we're just going to be looking at his skills and the skills of the quote-unquote professionals of how they're riding the horses and how they communicate and whatnot. So no harm, no hate, no none of that, no hate towards him or anybody else, just looking at this and reviewing. Somebody asked me to cover this, so I'm going to cover it. So let's get started.
This is Annie Oakley, the horse that I will...
Cute, adorable horse. So I don't like a few things to notice. They roasted or roached or whatever you call it off. They buzzed off the mane. They have not a saddle blanket. I mean, it's a literal blanket, but it doesn't have a lot of padding to it. And it's also not shoved up into the gullet. It's like they didn't take the extra time to take this and shove it up into the gullet so that there's room to breathe. Otherwise, it's going to be, all this weight is going to be pulled down on the horse's withers. Hopefully I have the correct, I'm not like savvy about a horse's body parts, so forgive me. We have a bit, we have some kind of leverage, we have two sets of reins. This big circle here means that there's leverage to it, as we see right here, and this is going to be pulled, and this ring slides, so it pulls down on the pole, and it gets pulled back every time you pull back on this horse. So we also have some form of a tie down. Are you following? Allie had to, of course, come for some pets. Can I continue? So just a few things that I have noticed. So as you pull back on this ring is going to swivel, and it's going to pull down on the pole and pull back and gag, this bit into the horse's mouth. So I'm not a fan of that. Cute little horse. Of course, any horses. We've got, it looks like kind of long toes. Let's see here. All right, sorry, I hit the wrong button. Didn't mean to do that, but it looked like she had kind of some long toes on her feet, long hooves, but,
You'll be fine. I didn't want to tell you this, but my 3-year-old rides her, so.
All right. Well,
Step on the step.
So patting the horse. Horses don't really like to be patted because it could be pressure. He doesn't know that. I'm just saying this for people who don't know. They
Grab
don't
your
like
reins.
to be
grab
petted.
my reins.
Of course, we've got these bands on here because they work them so much that their tendons get sore, so they have to have these little braces on. I'm not a fan of working a horse so much that they need braces or something to protect the tendons and the legs. I mean, if your horse gets lame and you need to do it, you need to help your horse. Of course, if anything is to benefit the horse, I'm all for it. I would hope that people would know that by now, that if it's meant to benefit the horse, just like I've changed my mind on the stance of using mounting blocks, that's fine. That's totally fine. That's okay with that. And I'm okay with that. I have no problem with that if it benefits the horse because it's easier on their back and their balance and whatnot, all for it. But if it's because you overuse your horse or you overwork your horse or because you don't have any balance and you don't have the ability to get in the saddle without using a crane to lift you up or something or 3 people to shove you into the saddle because you have no other balance, that's when I have an issue with it.
These
With
reins.
your left hand, yep.
With my left hand.
You're gonna put your left foot in the stirrup.
Yep.
Swing your right leg over and sit gently, don't plop down.
Good.
Gently.
There you go, perfect.
Very good. That was
How
perfect.
old is Annie Oakley?
Annie's 14.
14.
She's 14 this year.
Perfect.
She's a
So it looks like she might have had her whiskers shaved off as well. I can't tell, but if she did, she had her ear hair. She had everything shaved off. I don't like that. I'm not a fan of that. And as he sits on her, he's a little bit far back on the saddle. I'm sure he'll adjust himself here in just a moment. But as he sits there, then this blanket really doesn't provide a whole lot of padding on the spine. And it's being pulled down on the horse's shoulders right there. So we've got some kind of a tie down. some form. We've got two different reins here. We got a little bit more leverage right here, and then we've got these ones here that are on this big ring that's going to pull and gag this bit into the horse's mouth and pull down on the pole right here, the back of the head.
Gentle little lady, but she can also be a speed demon. Not for you though, so don't worry about it.
For me.
Looks like they were freeze branded. Not a fan of that.
Yeah.
I'm not saying anybody here did that, of course. We got a little mark right here.
Demon.
Now scoot forward, and I'm going to get on, and off we go.
Looks like a scar. Some kind of a scar there from something. I mean, horses get hurt. Okay, so she does have her whiskers. Glad to see that. She looks kind of dead inside, but I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't say that she's necessarily like, she's not like a trail horse where she just does this all the time. I mean, she knows what to do, but she still needs probably some direction from the people riding her.
Squeeze your legs. Yep. A little harder.
So you're going to see that he, instead of squeezing, he kicks. He's still a little bit, I don't know, maybe I'm crazy, but it looks like he's a little bit far on the saddle on the back there, but this is an English saddle, so, he's a tall guy. He looks like he might be a bit big for the horse. Not heavy wise, but just just as a person, this is a smaller horse. So, people keep on telling me, oh no, they're not too heavy for the horse. This person isn't too heavy for the horse. Okay. All right. Whatever everybody else says. They tie up the tail. I don't know why. So it doesn't get in the way. You see a leverage bit over there.
Steer.
Oh my gosh. The way this guy is pulling this horse over, we got more tie down. We've got big leverage bit. We got the gag thing. And we've got this leverage bit right here, which as he turns it and twists this ring, it's going to be pulling this bit up into the horse's mouth.
You're going to want to go onto the field.
Okay.
Cute little horse.
Like I said, they're
adorable
responsive,
horse.
but they also need some guidance from you.
What? Is it possible to crash a horse?
Very
Yeah, let's
possible.
not do that. There's not much to crash into out here, so you'll be fine. So just, give her a little leg, and she'll step right over. She knows.
Give her a little leg?
Like how you squeeze like that? That's perfect.
Okay.
So just how you're looking and steering is exactly how you want to do it. You're looking and you're naturally guiding her in a direction, and that's where she's going.
And then if I want to stop, I just
Lean back.
lean back.
Good. That's good that she says lean back. Don't pull on the reins. Don't pull on the reins because you're going to make the horse's head go high. You're going to make the horse freak out if you pull on their mouth and it hurts them. Lean back into the seat. That's good.
Yeah.
And then, how do I go again?
Squeeze with your ankles. Yep. It doesn't need to be like some big dramatic thing. It's just a little squeeze.
If I squeeze more horse happens.
More horse happens. Let's hit
Great.
the ball a couple times, then we're going to play them in a scrimmage and try to win.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be really
So they
good.
immediately have him in tight, short reins. Ears are back. No mane. I don't know why. I don't know why people
Guys,
do a
I'm
lot
on
of
a
what
horse.
they do with horses.
We're about to play polo, the golf of the horse world. Giddy up, or something.
So walk up to this ball and remember, just like how we did on the ground, try to hit
She's
it.
such a good little horse.
Graze the bottom of the grass.
Yep.
Now, how aware are the horses of the ball?
They're pretty aware of it. They're pretty good at following it. There you go. Get a little lower. There you go.
I'm afraid of hitting the horse.
No, you're fine.
Good.
You're very far from it.
Good for
So-
him. Good for him to be aware of that and to be aware of how close he is to the horse with his I don't know, whatever the stick is called. I know people are going to get on my case about not knowing. Yeah, you don't know what this is about. You don't know what. Okay, whatever. God, there's just so many contraptions going on in this horse's face. Poor little thing. That's why she looks dead inside. I'm sure she has a lot of giddy up and go for sure, but as for now, she just looks a little bit dead inside. I don't even know what I was talking about, but it's good that he is aware. He has self-awareness of the horse versus these people who are just so used to it and aware of it. They don't care if they hit the horse with that. I'm not saying that the people actually do not care, but a lot of people probably would not care if they smack the horse with it, or they probably smack the horse on purpose with it. I mean, I don't like sports that involve an animal where there's winning involved, because when there's winning involved, there's ego involved, and there's wanting to go fast, wanting to win. There's a lot more into it than just having fun, just la-di-da, ponying around.
I wouldn't worry about that.
Okay, and then we go this way.
Yeah.
And then
Go ahead. You're still
Good
above
job.
it.
So he
Walk
hit
straight
it.
up
He
to
still
it.
touched it.
Reach nice and low.
too far.
Oh, no, you got too close.
I got too close. Hold on.
Now get lower, get close, get low, get low.
Now, as he's doing that, he's also taking the horse off balance. So he's doing a good job keeping his balance, and the horse, it could be irritating for the horse to be leaning over so much so
This is
far.
so much harder
So he's doing a good job of not. It looks like he's not pulling on this horse's face a lot. So good for
I
him.
thought it would be.
There you go.
Good job.
There you go.
Horse.
Now go to it again.
Good
Hit it
job,
again.
horse.
All right, now try to hit one backwards.
That's right. See,
Right.
the people who don't ride a whole lot, who are not entitled and feel entitled to have, the right to a horse and all this other, fancy schmancy stuff, they actually show a lot more appreciation for the horse. He's like, hey, good job, horse, versus just seeing them as a creature to serve them.
Back shot, same thing but backwards.
Back shots.
Oh, you're better at backwards.
I say, give this horse a back shot.
He's so cute.
So when I was saying, if you want,
So here we have a close-up. We have what looks like 2 types of bits in the mouth instead of one, or a bit that has some other, of course, shaved. We have leverage. Of course, she has it on the leverage there. She doesn't have a tie down like this horse, or it doesn't look like she has a tie down. But we still have the gagging mechanism that's going to pull on the pole and drag this bit, whatever it looks like, inside of the mouth of the horse. It already looks like the lips are tied back. So this little piece here hides a lot of times the wrinkles in the horse's mouth, showing how tight the bit is. And of course, everybody always has to have these short ass reins. And that's just what I see. This horse may or may not have any whiskers. I can't tell from here.
you said you want my horse, when your hand was high, this is how you stop, this is how you go.
Okay.
And then you leaning and doing this is enough to make her turn.
Okay. So
Yeah.
I keep it down here.
Like I said, they're really responsive, so they'll just go wherever you want them to go. All right, let's do a game. We're both gonna
Okay,
share
so
this
he's
goal.
kicking instead of squeezing.
So we're gonna take the strong side, because I think we need it.
Okay, wait, don't hit it.
So wait, you don't hit it.
Oh.
Okay, so stay there. You guys come on this side.
So wait, should I move?
No, stay there. So it's similar to hockey, to where there's a bowl in, or like
So
a
see,
throw
we got a
in.
little fly
Okay.
on the
And,
horse's
we're gonna
face.
try to-
They can't be protected by their mane. Another leverage bit. Another pulling that pulls extra leverage on this horse's face. Tie down. And a tie down is to keep the horse's head from getting too high, which is not a good thing because it pulls on the bit, it pulls on the face, it keeps the horse's head down low. It looks like she does have a tie down of some sort.
Win the ball here and take it all the way to that goal over
Take
there.
it all the way to the goal.
Let's do it.
All right,
Horse
guys.
can't even really
Easier
drop
said
their
than
head.
done, but
My
we got
first
this.
game.
Ouch. Ow, 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 ow. By this horse stretching their head over here, they are putting so much pressure on this bit in their mouth. And nobody cares. Nobody notices because we're all so entitled. I don't know that they feel that way or not, but when you're using leverage and horses and you're roaching off their manes and their tail and you're doing this for sport and everything's all cute and pretty and I have a problem with it.
Polo,
Okay.
here we go.
Ouch. That poor horse.
All right, there you go. There you go. That's yours. You got it. You got it.
It's
Okay.
mine.
All right.
It's
here.
yours.
Now go, 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 go. Go in front of me, and I'm gonna hit you a pass.
Okay.
Go, go, go.
More horse.
Good. More horse.
How
Okay,
do
so
I
he's
more
kicking
horse?
kicking instead of squeezing.
Go,
Okay.
go, 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 go.
How
Now
do I
watch
more
out.
horse?
She's gonna come and hook you.
Oh God.
Oh, there you go. Keep going. Keep going. All
Go,
the way.
more
All the
horse.
way to go.
How do I
All the
more
way to
horse?
goal. You got it. All the way.
He's a cute guy. I really like him. He's a funny guy, and he's just trying his best.
How do I more horse? More horse. Please. Oh!
Good job, dude. Good
Do
job.
we do
Ethan.
any cool knee slides like in soccer?
No, you have to get back to the play pretty quickly.
Yeah.
But that was pretty good. And we're gonna do that same thing where we try to steal the ball from them like that.
Wait, so where should I be position-wise?
Get on Scotty's mallet side, like where her mallet is.
Okay.
And try to basically stop her from hitting the ball like with that hooking.
Okay.
But wait until the time to do it. There you go.
Oh. The
Now
horse.
hit a back shot. You know that back shot. Hit it. Hit it. Push her. Push her out of the way.
So she's telling him to push her out of the way. Shoes. More branding. She's telling him to push her out of the way. I wouldn't be pushing anybody out of the way either.
That's really tricky.
Oh, that was so
Now
good.
Turn around. Turn around.
Oh God,
Turn.
there's a horse here.
Ow, ow, ow. Every time they turn, these horses' heads go up high. because the bit is pulling and gagging them and pulling on their mouth and their gums and the bars in their mouth, which are just gums, which is I think it's like a mucous membrane tissue. I think it's technically called that, or maybe not. Maybe I'm just wrong, but it's gums over bone. It is just a very light, thin tissue over bone, the jaw, and that's what they put these metal leverage bits on top of. Ouch, ouch. And you can see just a second ago there, as this horse goes to pull their head up, they can't get their head very high because this tie down prevents that. So when you see leverage and you see tie downs and you see all this, I see riders that don't know how to ride. They don't know how to control their horses while they're multitasking. So they rely on these cheats and these other quote unquote tools to help them, these aids to help them.
Faster! The horse is going too. I was so afraid. Oh my God. That was the scariest thing that's ever happened to me in my life. I wanted more horse, but I didn't know what more horse even meant.
This is gonna be one tiebreaker goal. Let's go. One more.
Okay. Tiebreaker goal. Okay, so what am I doing?
Okay, so we're gonna do the same thing with the knock-in right here. Come up front, and you're gonna try to win the ball. Loser buys the first round of drinks.
This is terrifying, by the way.
You're doing great.
So
You're
scary.
doing great.
Hold on. I have to adjust.
Horse is ready.
Yeah.
Horse
Okay.
is ready.
Players ready.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's more important to see are the players ready versus the horse. I mean, of course we want to see that the horses are ready, but just look at all these leverage bits. And then he has the big snaffle ring and
Oh.
so anyway,
Oh.
All right.
they play their little
pass.
game.
Go for a pass.
Oh, I almost hit the horse. How do I turn around?
I'm here.
Oh, okay.
Good that he
Game. Yeah.
it's good that he cares about not hitting the horse.
Run as fast as you can just to try it. No, I'm just kidding.
Good. It's smart for him not to run as
How do
fast
I-
as he
how do-
can.
I don't understand how to get more horse.
Mom.
I just don't understand it.
Good job. You scored a goal and everything.
It's so hard.
It's very hard.
It's so hard. I was so afraid
So anyway,
of
they played their little game. That was that. That was just my,
Scotty.
falling the whole time, and I didn't.
ouch. When they stopped that horse, their mouth opened up because there's a lot of pressure in their mouth. So nothing personal against him or anything. He's just doing whatever they told him to do, and they're just, doing whatever they do, But I don't like anything that involves, bits and cruelness. If this was like bitless bridles, I would have no problem with it. If they did anything to benefit the horse, that's all. I'm all for it. But when you got big bits and tie downs and leverage and all this pain and pain compliance, I'm just, anybody knows I'm not for it. So that was this video, just a little short one. I guess not really a short one. I guess it's almost 20 minutes, but that's just what I see from it. It looks like he had a good time, so good for him. He tried it out. He was nice and kind to the horse, as kind as he could be, and I can appreciate that. So let me know what you think of this. Let me know what you think of this video. Go say how to do to your little critters. Go say how to do for me. Give them some kind of love and they appreciate. Until next time, practice peace, patience, and positivity.